Good morning. In the last session, we had discussed about the combination of resistance in series. Students, let us discuss in this session regarding the cell. Cell, EMF, internal resistance and terminal potential difference. This concept we will see today. Students, first of all, let us discuss about the cell. Cell is a device which converts chemical energy into electric energy, or the device which maintains a steady current in an electric circuits, those we are calling cell, or the source of EMF, that we are calling the cell. What we said? The device which converts chemical energy into electric energy. Here chemical energy is stored in the form of ions. Then how the structure of cells looks like, let us see. Students, cell consists of two electrodes of dissimilar nature, and those electrodes are dipped in an electrolytic solution. How the structure of cell looks like? Very simple. Let us take a beaker. This is the beaker. The right thing. In this beaker, two electrodes are there. Two electrodes. This is one electrode. This is second electrode. Second electrode. Right? This electrode we are calling positive electrode, represented by P. This we are calling the negative electrode, represented by N. Writing here. These electrodes are dipped in an electrolytic solution. Remember, this is the electrolytic solution. This is electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution, either you can take HCl, you can take H2SO4 or whatever you take. This, right thing. This is the cell. What it consists? It consists of two electrodes. One is positive electrode, second one is negative electrode, and those electrodes are dipped in an electrolytic solution. This is the electrolytic solution. Electrolyte this is. Electrolyte. Electrolyte. See here, consider this electrolyte solution, we are taking HCl. Right thing. Students, when these electrodes are dipped in an electrolytic solution, due to electrolysis, the positive ions and the negative ions are separated. As a result, the positive ions are deposited on positive electrode and negative ions are deposited at a negative electrode. What happens here? Due to electrolytic process, HCl can be separated. How it separated? H plus ions and Cl minus ions due to electrolysis. As a result, all the positive ions, I mean H plus ions, that deposited here, deposited on one electrode of cell. Similarly, negative ions, Cl minus ions, all the negative ions that deposited on another electrode of this cell. We know that as the number of charges are increased, potential will rise. As a result, on both electrodes, potential will develop. Electric potential will develop. See here, on this electrode, let us consider on this electrode, potential is represented by Vp. On this negative electrode, the potential is represented by Vn. Potential is represented by Vn. Now, for positive electrode, potential is taken to be positive, and on a negative electrode, potential is taken to be negative. Because here positive charges are available, potential is positive. Here negative charges are available, potential is negative. As a result, the potential difference is developed between two electrodes. What happens here? Potential difference is developed. How to write the potential difference between these two electrodes? Potential developed can be represented. How to represent? That I will take V. V equal to how much? V equal to Vp Vp minus of EM. Vp minus of EM. I am taking EM negative because here potential is negative. As a result, what is the total potential between two electrodes? Potential difference between two electrodes can be represented by Vp plus Vn. Right thing. What happens? When electrodes are dipped in an electric solution, due to electrolysis, positive ions are deposited at one electrode and negative ions are deposited at another electrode. As a result, the potential difference between two electrodes is developed. That is represented by this equation. When potential difference is developed, we are defining one more physical quantity here. That physical quantity we are calling EMF. EMF. This we are calling electromotive force. Electromotive force. Here, what is EMF? EMF is the potential difference between electrodes of the electric solution when no current drawn from the cell. What is the EMF? Potential difference between electrodes when no current drawn from cell, or work done by driving a unit positive charge once from the closed circuit. This we are calling EMF. Simply how to say? When no current is drawn from the cell, whatever potential difference developed between two electrodes, that we are calling EMF. Actually, how to represent? This EMF, either it is represented by capital E or represented by small e. How it is? EMF simply the potential difference between two electrodes. EMF, how to say? EMF is nothing but potential difference between two electrodes when circuit is open or no current drawn from the cell. No current means actually in between the electrodes current is exists actually, but from the cell no current is drawing. How the nature of the current actually? Due to electrolytic solution, all positive ions are moving like this and all the negative ions are moving like this. Right thing. In what nature? Direction of current. How to take the direction of current in the cell? Inside the cell, the direction of current is from where to where? From N to P. This is the direction of current, because direction of current is taken along the direction in which positive charges are moving. In this direction, positive charges are moving. So inside the cell, current is exists, but from the cell, no current is flowing. That's what I am defining EMF. In what way? Potential difference between two electrodes when no current drawn from the cell. This we are calling EMF. And this EMF, it is not a force. Electromotive force, it is not a force. It is a potential. See here, that's why this EMF, it is measured in terms of volt. Measured in terms of volts. Then, on what factor EMF of the cell depends? EMF of the cell depends on concentration of electrolytic solution and on nature of two electrodes. On two factor EMF of the cell depends. I mean, whatever EMF developed between two electrodes, that depends on this concentration of this electrolytic solution along with the nature of electrodes. Here two electrodes are, one is positive and second one is the negative. But the main significance of this electric cell is uses when external circuit is connected. When external circuit is connected, it has lot of significance. Let us see. In general, how to represent the cell? The cell consists of positive electrode and negative electrode. Generally, how to represent the cell? See here, this is the cell. Positive electrode and negative electrode. Right? This we are calling P, this we are calling M. In between two electrodes, EMF is developed. This is the EMF of the cell. When to the cell, external resistance is connected. External resistor is connected. External resistor is connected. What value external resistor? This is the R value. When external resistor is connected, we are defining one more physical term that we are calling terminal potential difference. What it is? Terminal potential difference. Let us see what is terminal potential difference. See as students, shall we take terminal potential difference. Right. See here. Terminal potential difference. terminal potential difference. Look at me. How the cell is like? This is a cell. Writing to the cell, external resistor is connected. How it is? This is the key I will take, one way key I will take, and this is the external resistor. What value? This is the value. Right. When key is closed, this is the key. When key closed, current flows in the circuit. This is the direction of current. Direction of current in this direction. Generally, symbolically, how to represent? See here, if it is positive electrode, this is the negative electrode of the cell. Right in. When to the cell, external resistor is connected. This is the external resistor. External resistor R is connected. Right in. When external resistor is connected, current flows in this direction. Current flows in this direction. Direction of current can be taken from positive terminal to negative terminal. Right thing. Actually, it is one way key. When this key is closed, the current is flowing. Right. When current flowing, we are defining this term, terminal potential difference. Here, what is terminal potential difference? Terminal potential difference is the potential difference between two electrodes when current are drawn from the cell. What it is? When current are drawn from the cell, whatever potential difference is developed between two electrodes of the cell, that we are calling terminal potential difference. EMF, how to define? Potential difference between two electrodes when no current drawn from the cell. No current drawn from the cell. That we are calling EMF. But here, current is drawn from the cell. When current is drawn from the cell, we are calling terminal potential difference. Represented by V. How it is? Potential difference between two electrodes of the cell when current drawn from the cell. This terminal potential difference, it depends on external resistor. More the external resistor, more the value of external resistor, more the terminal potential is developed here. Because according to Ohm's law, what we know that potential difference directly proportional to current, right thing, or potential difference equal to how much? Some constant into current. Constant we are calling external resistor here. That's what I am saying. Terminal potential difference depends on only external resistor, not depends on nature of electrode and concentration of electrolytic solution. I can say that directly. This terminal potential difference, it is the effect. It is the effect of EMF, and EMF is a cause. Due to the EMF, terminal potential difference will develop. Right? Students, both the EMF and terminal potential difference has same unit, because EMF also volt and terminal potential difference also the volt, and both are the scalar quantities. But in between EMF and terminal potential difference, there are a lot of differences are there. We'll see later. Remember. Now, what is the direction of the current inside the cell and outside the cell? That we'll see here. This is very important. Important for direction of current outside the cell and inside the cell. See here. This is the inside the cell. Due to electrolytic solution, positive ions are deposited on one electrode and negative ions are deposited on another electrode. Here, positive ions are moving in this direction and negative ions are moving in this direction. What is the direction of current by convention? By convention, we are taking the direction of current is the direction in which positive charges are moving. In this direction, positive charges are moving inside the cell. Inside the cell. Inside the cell, direction of current is from negative electrode to positive electrode. Inside the cell. Remember, this is the inside the cell. Inside the cell, direction of current is like this. Right? From negative terminal to positive terminal. But what about outside the cell? Outside the cell, direction of current is from positive terminal to negative terminal. Very simple. Thing is, inside the cell, direction of current is from negative terminal to positive terminal, and outside the cell, direction of current is from positive terminal to negative terminal. Like this. But when current flows in the cell, current flows in electric cell, it has some opposition. that opposition to flow of current in electrical solution, that is represented by one more physical quantity that we are calling internal resistance of the cell. Let us see what is internal resistance of the cell. Internal resistance of the cell. Listen from here. Internal resistance. Internal resistance represented by small r. Internal resistance of the cell. To flow of current inside the cell has some certain opposition. That is represented by this physical quantity. Here internal resistance is the opposition offered by electric cell to flow of current. What it is? Opposition offered by electric cell to flow of current, that we are calling internal resistance. Here internal resistance will develop due to the opposition offered by electrode and opposition offered by electric solution. Due to opposition offered by electrolytic solution and electrodes, this quantity will develop. How to say this? Opposition offered by electrolytic solution and electrode to flow of current, that we are calling internal resistance. And this internal resistance that depends on so many factors. The factors depends on internal resistance are, it depends on concentration of electrolytic solution, conductivity of electrolytic solution, separation between two electrodes, area of the electrodes, along with the temperature of the electrolytic solution also counts. On so many factors, internal resistance of the cell depends. Let us see one by one. Internal resistance of the cell, that depends on conductivity of electrolytic solution. Nature of electrolytic solution. Nature of electrolytic solution. Nature of electrolytic solution. First factor. More the conductivity of electrolytic solution, lesser the internal resistance of the cell. The solution has more conductivity, easily ions are moving. Due to that, no opposition at all. That's what I can say. Internal resistance of the cell depends on nature of electrolytic. Nature means, nature counts here conductivity. The more the conductivity of the solution, ions are easily moves. That's what, lesser the resistance directly. More the conductivity of electrolytic solution, lesser the internal resistance. And second factor is, more the separation between electrodes. Internal resistance will increase directly. The separation between two electrodes. See here, this is the separation between two electrodes. As separation increase, internal resistance will increase, because if separation increase, current has to flow for a longer distance, more opposition will occur. Separation between two electrodes means as separation increase, internal resistance will gradually increase. Third factor I will take. Third factor is area of the electrode. See here, students, more the area of the electrode, lesser the internal resistance. Internal resistance will increase. How it is increased? If area of the electrode will decrease, internal resistance will increase. Smaller the area of this electrode, more the internal resistance. If area is more available, lesser the internal resistance. Directly I can call area of the electrode inversely proportional to internal resistance. As the area increases, internal resistance will decrease. Third factor. Fourth factor, internal resistance of the cell also depends on temperature. Depends on temperature. How it depends on temperature? See here, as the temperature of the electrolytic solution increase, the more ions are easily moves due to thermal energy. Due to thermal energy, when temperature increases, positive ions or negative ions are easily separated and they move easily from one point to another point inside the cell. That's what, as the temperature increase, ions are more separated and deposited easily onto electrodes. That's what, as the temperature increase, internal resistance of cell is decreased. But in conductors, what you observe? If the temperature of the conductor increase, if the temperature of the conductor increase, resistance of the conductor will increase. But here not like that. If a temperature increase, internal resistance will decrease. How to go directly? Internal resistance of the cell inversely proportional to temperature. Inversely proportional to temperature. More the temperature, less of the internal resistance of the cell. But this internal resistance of the cell also depends on few factors. If the cell is freshly prepared, it has low internal resistance. But as the usage of cell is going on, internal resistance of the cell will increase due to the foreign ions. Usage of the cell increase the internal resistance of the cell as compared to freshly prepared cell. These are the few factors on which internal resistance of the cell depends. What we said, internal resistance is simply opposition offered by electrolytic solution to flow of current. That we are calling internal resistance. And these are the factors on which internal resistance of the cell depends. But if the cell has internal resistance with EMF, symbolically how to represent? See here, symbolically internal resistance can be represented as smaller. How can we represent symbolically? If the cell is there, this is the cell, positive electron, negative electron, and it has the EMF. This is the EMF, right thing. If the cell has internal resistance, then symbolically it is represented by like this. This is the smaller. This is the smaller. The cell with internal resistance, symbolically can be represented like this. But students, here three physical terms we observe. One is the EMF, second one is the terminal potential difference, and third one is the internal resistance. When current drawn from the cell, we can observe the relation between EMF, terminal potential difference, and internal resistance of the cell. That we will see here. Simply, the relation between EMF and the terminal potential difference. That we will see now. See here. Relation between see here, relation between EMF and terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference. Relation between EMF and terminal potential difference. Students, now we will take a cell with EMF and internal resistance. That cell is connected to external resistor. How this is? Shall we take? Consider it is a cell. Cell consists of a positive electrode and negative electrode. This is the cell. Right? The cell consists of internal resistance. This is the smaller. This cell is connected to external resistor. External resistor. right thing. Look at it. This is the external resistor R, right? This cell has EMF E, and it is the key. Consider it is the key. One end key will take. Right thing. The cell of EMF is available and internal resistance R is available. When circuit is closed, we are defining terminal potential difference. But when circuit is open, we are defining EMF. Right? When circuit is closed, remember when circuit is closed, current flows from where to where? Outside the cell, current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. From positive terminal to negative terminal. Outside the cell, direction of current is from positive to negative, and inside the cell, what is the direction of current? From negative terminal to positive terminal. Already we have explained it. See here. This external resistor connected in series with internal resistance. I mean, both external resistor and internal resistance of the cell are connected in series combination. I mean, they are connected from only the one point, not in different branches. But when resistance are connected in series combination, at each combination current remains same. I mean, across each resistor current remains same. But across external resistor and internal resistance, potential difference will divide. So in series combination, what will divide? In series combination, potential difference across each resistor will divide. Consider across external resistor, this much potential difference divided, and across internal resistor, this much potential difference is divided. This is the total EMF. According to superposition principle, what is the total EMF? The total EMF is the sum of potential difference across each resistor. Getting my point? Shall we call? This is equation number 1. Right thing. Now, look at this case. In this case, current remains same. The resistance is there, and this is the potential difference. Let us apply Ohm's law here. Shall we apply Ohm's law? In this case, Ohm's law equal to how much? V equal to I into R. V equal to I into R here. V dash equal to I into small r. V dash equal to how much? I into small r. Then what about equation 1 becomes here? How to write equation 1? EMF, E must be equal to how much? E must be equal to I into R plus how much? I into small r. Because V equal to I into capital R, V dash equal to I into capital I into small r. See here, IR equal to V. Again, how to write this relation? This relation can be taken. How to write? It is V plus how much? V plus IR. V plus IR. Students, this is important. From this equation, what we can conclude? We can conclude E represent EMF, V represent terminal potential difference, I represent current in the cell, and smaller represent internal resistance of the cell. We can say from this equation, EMF is greater than terminal potential difference. EMF greater than terminal potential difference. EMF greater than terminal potential difference when the current is drawn from the cell. When current is drawn from the cell. When cell is discharged. Current drawing means cell discharged. When cell is discharged, EMF greater than terminal potential difference. And this equation indicates a relation between EMF, terminal potential difference, and internal resistance of the cell. How to write this equation 2? This equation 2 can call in what I can write? V equal to how much? V equal to E minus IR. This equation both are the similar. From this equation, what it indicates? EMF greater than terminal potential difference. This also indicates. This indicates what? V is less than E. V is less than E by what amount? By this amount. But situation is different here. If the case circuit is open. When circuit is open, no current flows from the cell. When circuit is open, no current is flowing. When circuit is open, what about I? I equal to 0. No current flowing from the circuit. If I equal to 0, what about this equation or this equation? If I equal to 0 or I equal to 0, from this equation to this equation, what you can get? If I equal to 0, then V equal to E. I define EMF. What is the EMF? Potential difference between two electrodes when no current drawn from the cell. No current drawn from the cell, but potential difference between two electrodes when current is drawn from the cell. This we are calling terminal potential difference. Right? Then from this and from this, what you got? When current is drawn from the cell, EMF is greater than terminal potential difference. One thing along with, if no current drawn from the cell, then EMF equal to terminal potential difference. Simply, if current is drawn from cell, EMF greater than terminal potential difference, but when no current drawn from the cell, EMF equal to terminal potential difference. Right thing? And we said that EMF that depends on nature of electrode and concentration of electrolytic solution. But this terminal potential difference only depends on external resistor. Got my point? And this EMF is a cause and terminal potential difference is the effect. Right thing? Note all these points. How to make the difference between EMF and terminal potential difference? Even though the maximum current drawn from the cell, you can modify it. How to modify this equation? Look at this equation. E equal to I into R plus I into small r. Right or wrong? How to write this equation? E equal to, look at me how to write this equation. This equation, I is the common. Mean how to write? E equal to I into bracket capital R plus small r. Right? Or what is the current? Current from the cell E equal to I equal to E divided by capital R plus small r. I mean, the current drawn from the cell we can represent by this equation. Current drawn from the cell, if cell is there, the current drawn from the cell can be represented by equation number 3 here. That is I equal to E divided by capital R plus small r. Capital E represent EMF, capital R represent external resistor, and small r represent internal resistance of the cell. Right? Now students, if the case external resistor is 0, because this equation what it indicates, if resistance is increased, current is decreased. The current from the cell is decreased if the external resistor is more value. Getting my point? But whenever no external resistor is applied, then what about this equation? I equal to E divided by how much? I equal to E divided by small r. I mean, the maximum current can be drawn from the cell when no external resistor is connected, even though due to no external resistor the current might be high value and you get the damage the electric circuit. That's what we are applying the external resistor to limit the current in electric circuits. But the maximum current drawn from the cell can be represented by this equation by taking no external resistor. Right students? Now let us take the difference between EMF and terminal potential difference. Difference between EMF and terminal potential difference. Let us take two columns here. Shall we take difference between EMF and terminal potential difference? We are making two columns we can take. How to make the difference? See here. In one column I will take EMF. In second column I will take terminal potential difference. We can make very easily the difference between EMF and terminal potential difference. Alright. How to make the difference here? What we said? EMF is the potential difference between two electrodes when circuit is open. Right? When circuit is open, potential difference between two electrodes. How it is? It is potential difference, the maximum potential difference. the potential difference between two electrodes, when no current drawn from cell. Here how to take the potential difference between two electrodes. When current taken from cell or current drawn from cell and current flows. Current drawn from cell. Right thing. We can call second difference, this EMF is a cause, because due to the EMF potential difference will develop. Right thing. How to call? EMF is a cause. And this terminal potential difference, it is the effect. Terminal potential difference is effect. Right thing. Third difference can make. This EMF depends on nature of electrode and electrolytic solution. Already we said this EMF depends on nature of electrolytic solution. And nature of liquid. But this terminal potential difference only depends on external resistor. It depends on external resistor. This equation indicates. Always four difference you can make. EMF is greater than terminal potential difference. EMF is greater than terminal potential difference when current drawn from the cell. EMF greater than terminal potential difference. But when current drawn from the cell, potential difference is less than EMF. Right? Can make these are the few difference between EMF and terminal potential difference. Students, after this, we are going to study the combination of cells. In the previous video, what we are discussing? We were discussing about the combination of resistance. But here we will study the combination of cells. That is, again we are going to study the combination of cells in series and combination of cells in parallel. So both these cases we will study in the next video. Thank you.